Hi there everybody, and welcome to another video. On today's video I have the key fob here that belongs to a Jaguar X-Type or Jaguars of that era, and basically, as you may be able to see, the buttons here are completely worn out, and also they are not really functioning properly. So I've got this kit which comes with new buttons here and also the actual buttons there. These are not little spiders, they are buttons that you can replace inside of the key fob. So you do need a soldering iron to tackle this. I'm gonna give it a go. I'm not an expert at soldering, but I have soldered before, and these are the little buttons. So what happens is it appears that the buttons in here, the rubber buttons, they get sort of melt away, and they seem to melt into the actual little button in there. You can hear that clicking, but in these ones you can't. So let's get on with this. I'm just going to open the key fob. So we're just going to open that with a small screwdriver here. Just going to separate this, and then we're going to separate these two as well. It looks like my pulse today is not the best, so I hope I can tackle this with no issues. Come on there, separate. Okay. Right, and these here are the buttons what we're talking about. They're looking a little bit green, and they don't have, I mean, I suppose you could try to clean them, but so it looks like this rubber here melts or something happens there, and then they sort of, it melts into the actual connection there. So then when you try to press this, it doesn't have a click, it doesn't do anything. But still, occasionally, if you press it hard enough, it makes contact and it works. So we're gonna try to change that, but before doing any soldering there, I'm just going to remove the battery. So obviously you could take the opportunity to change, well, don't really have to remove the battery as such, the battery can stay there. If you wanted to change the battery, you just have to flick it out and put a new one. Right, so now this here is it's just a matter of using your soldering iron in order to get those buttons out. Right, I'm going to attempt to do one. Like I said, I'm no expert at soldering or unsoldering, and also it would be a good idea to have something where you can hold the device, so you don't have to hold it with your fingers. Right, I had to devise a way of holding this electronic device there, so I can just use my tool to separate this. So like that, and then this one. Right, I've done this one, I was practicing. But I'm pretty sure you know what I'm trying to do here. Just trying to remove the buttons. I would say make sure you have a spare if you're going to attempt something like this. If you have a spare, that sort of lets you play around a little bit with this. But otherwise, you're taking a little bit of a risk. I mean, you can see those buttons there. Right, managed to get those out. Let's get this one out. Okay. There we are. 4 buttons are out. Now we may want to give this a little clean with some alcohol. I guess if your key fob wasn't working, you could still use, let's just clean that. You can still use the key, obviously. You can still use the actual key to open the car and access the car, start the car, and everything else. Your key fob is mainly, the actual remote is obviously mainly to do with remote entrance. Just cleaning all that green stuff that is leaked everywhere. Now we may just want to add a little bit of and like I said, I don't do soldering for a living, but I do from time to time, obviously my jobs here, and try to, but the last thing you want to do is obviously make things worse. So hopefully refitting the buttons won't be as dramatic as removing them. Okay. Alright, now let's give it another clean. And we can fit our new buttons. Again, if you want proper soldering advice, you can have a look at lots of videos out there of how to do soldering, and then you can then obviously take some tips from them, from the real professionals. I have a feeling this needs to be a little bit more there, a bit more central. Well, let me just add a little bit more. Right, I just repositioned the button, but must admit, patience is a must here. So I'm not gonna lie, you haven't got any patience. The button is in place, but it is a little bit, it's not the way it has to be. Got it lined up. So I think you guys get the idea. So that button is in place now, and when you press it, you can hear it clicking. So I'm gonna do the same thing with the rest of the buttons here. And as I mentioned, patience is a must, so take your time, and we'll try and finish this off. Right, a lot of patience, and it's kind of, I think it's paid off. So just give those a clean. But all the buttons are in place and they are not coming off. So now what we have to do really is take it for a test. We're gonna have to see if it works. Just cleaning all that melted button stuff. You can see it there. Right, it doesn't really matter that much, because what matters is that when it's on the buttons, it's a little bit there as well. Okay, right, so the next step here would be to get these old buttons out. Again, maybe give this a quick clean here with some alcohol. Right, I just gave this a bit of a clean with some alcohol. Now we can put our new buttons in place. One way to save your key, and then we can fit this back to, right, let's put this back in here. And the little screw. Plug that in there, and oh yeah, those are working nice. So we'll have to test it. We'll have to take it to the car and see if it actually is working. And I fitted a new battery earlier on this key fob. Lovely. So we'll see how it works. Hopefully it does. Right, here I am at the car. I've got my the fob, which I changed the buttons. I've got my other fob, which is also may need one, but this is still okay. Only the buttons are not very good. So it's got the same problem as this one, where the buttons have gone soft due to the whatever is, I don't know, melting from this or something like that. Now the one thing is, when you first come to the car after changing the key, your remote may not work. So mine was not working, in which case you're gonna have to resync it. It's gonna have to be resynced. It is working now because I resynced it, but I'm just gonna show you how I did it. But you can hear it, and you can hear the buttons on my remote working quite nicely. So in order to resync your key, if you get into the car and you get your key, I mean, you can resync both keys when you're ready, but in my case this one is not really working. But we'll do this one. I'll do this one again just to show you. If you put the key in the ignition and you put it on position 2, so where the lights come on, like that, and then you want to flick it back to position 1.
At least one
So I'm just going to get the radio off. So you're gonna flick it about 4 times until you hear a beep between 2 and 1. So you're just gonna go back and forth. 3, 4, and then you hear that shim. Now remove the key, press 1, and then that's been programmed. I'm gonna try the other one. So that isn't working because those buttons are just not doing anything. Right, so with that done, you get your, put the key in the ignition again, switch it on and off, and then your key will be programmed. And now it's really working nicely, that key. So I'm gonna have to do the same process on this one. I'm gonna change the buttons because they are just not doing anything. But having said that, I hope the video helps. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe. We'll see you all in the next video. I'm gonna do a bit of work on this car. I need to service it. Gonna change the oil filter. I also need to do the my hair is a bit messy. I have the wild look. I'm gonna do the oil filter, gonna check the coolant, top up some screen wash fluid, gonna change my AC is not working, and I think my AC condenser is leaking on this car, so I will be changing the AC condenser and then top it up, and hopefully that will fix that out. And I'm gonna change the pollen filter on this car as well. This is an old Jag, it's a 2002 X-Type. It's done good mileage. I mean, it's got 62,000 or so, but again, the lining here is, it needs a bit of glue. Otherwise, it's quite a nice car actually. But anyway, guys, I hope the key video helps you if you're trying to, well, not that one, if you're trying to get your key to work nicely again. So having said that, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe again, and we'll see you all in the next video. Thank you for watching.